Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wait, I'm gonna skip this. I am back. Guess what now actually freaking works on Steam? Prototype. For the longest time, it wasn't working for Windows 10. Something happened, I guess, and it worked on Windows 10 now, and I did some fixes thanks to the internet. I couldn't get it at 1080p. So I got it up there, got it up to 1080, got a frame rate up to 144, and I'm pretty excited to play this. I used to play this on the Xbox all the time. This was my biggest time killer game. Just going around, like, just killing everything. So when I was like a little high schooler, I wasn't like thinking too deeply into what I was playing. Like, I remember kind of like memorizing the plot, and just like killing, not really thinking about it. But of course, now that I'm older, like, I really understand it's something people don't talk about much with this game, like beyond the gameplay, like the plot and like who you are and what you're playing as is it's quite like it's you got to be really emotionally intelligent, I think, to handle the actual plot of this game. Now I'm older, I realize the significance of what you play as. So I don't know if anyone watching this, if they played this game or not, but I'll get out of the way. The spoiler alert that you play as what at the beginning you think it's a guy who like lost his memories and like has superpowers now, and he's trying to figure out his memories. But the more you progress, the more it becomes, instead of discovering your memories, you're discovering the memories. It's not your memories, it's the memory of the person who died that then made you what you are. And you're actually like this personification of this virus called Blacklight. Or maybe it wasn't Blacklight, I don't know. Maybe it was Blacklight. No, yeah, it's Blacklight. And then there's this organization called Blackwatch, I think, that like made Blacklight, and now they're trying to contain it. So they're like the bad guys, but you yourself kind of play as a bad guy, and you start to realize and accept that you're not human. Like the player character, like, he doesn't have empathy. He's lost empathy. He's not a human. He doesn't care about the people he kills, which leads to, within the gameplay, I've realized the significance after a long amount of time. In the gameplay, one of the primary ways to get health back is to consume like humans or like other like biological enemies, and that includes innocent humans. Like, there's all these just innocent bystanders walking around, and sometimes you're in combat and your health gets low, and you just frantically try to grab whatever human, because they're littered all over the place. All these, there's these Blackwatch soldiers, but then there's a lot of just like innocent humans, and without even thinking about it, like, you as a player stop thinking about it, you're just grabbing all these innocent humans and like consuming them for health and not even thinking about it. But that's like canon. That's like canon story, is that the character you play as, he goes by Alex Mercer, when really he was Alex Mercer, but now he's the Blacklight virus. He doesn't view humans as, he views humans the same way that we view our food that we eat, or like cows or stuff. So you play as a villain in this game. And so it's you got to be emotionally intelligent with this kind of stuff. And I think anyone with like a normal sane mind, they're going to be able to separate the fiction and the reality, kind of like Grand Theft Auto, because it's kind of the same in Grand Theft Auto, where you could just like kill innocent humans like whenever. But that's also somewhat like non-canon in GTA, because GTA is supposed to take place in our reality, And so if you go around like killing all these innocent people, like yeah, you're gonna be put on death row, but that like never happens in GTA. Like even yeah, you know. And I mean, part the main story though, when you do all these heists and you really work hard to get away from them, that kind of makes more sense realistically. But if you go like free roam, like in GTA, and start killing people, it doesn't, you know, add up to reality very well. But in here, it's like canon that your character just kills whoever. He doesn't care as long as it kind of suits his purpose. So suffice to say, it's really edgy. The main character's really edgy. I love edgy stuff. Like you can have like a hero or like an anti-hero and be edgy, but this is like the main character is kind of like I don't know. I don't know if I should use the term like gray villain, because I don't know, like I don't know, a villain's kind of just a villain, even if, you know. Well, there's fallen hero villains, and then there's villains that are villains by nature versus choice. And that's the thing in this game. The character you play as is a villain by nature, at least from human morality perspective. Of he just consumes humans and doesn't, you know, shed a tear, or, you know, even care or whatever. So get ready. It's gonna be pretty edgy. Lots of edgy dialogue. Oh, but goddamn, is it fun to just run around in this game with like the superpowers and the parkour. Like anyone who hasn't ever seen this game before, you'll see, like I played it a bit actually just to see if it would work, and I think it's aged pretty well. I know the textures and graphic and detail isn't perfect, but I think it's acceptable for like today's standards to like not look goofy. I get like there's some goofy ways you could like kill enemy and slam them around, which is the fun part about this game. If you just shut your brain off and just attack whatever, you know, and not even care, then it's really fun. So anyway, here we go. Anyone who hasn't seen this, they're in for a treat.
I'm the reason for all of this. They call me a killer, a monster, a terrorist. I'm all of these things. Ago, someone released a lethal virus in Penn Station. I woke up in the morgue.
The opening cutscene is so good. So good. I've seen it hundreds of times. I can't describe like the number of New Game Pluses I did for this game. I mean, this is amazing. Just, yeah, the targeting's kind of weird. It's not the most, like, professional game. Of course, you know, you gotta remember this came out, what was it, like 2008, 2009? Like, so here at the beginning, you can't access... I've played around here even when I start new games. It's blacked out, but you could see it says upgrades. So you can't check out your upgrades in this little opening section. In case you couldn't tell, or you'll kind of figure out, this is a in media res, which means, you know, it's hasn't actually like officially happened yet. You're kind of playing the future. But they give you, if I remember correctly, it's not quite all the moves. Like they're hiding it here, but they, like it doesn't, you know, you'd have to have already played the game to realize you have them. But like if I press X and B, I got like this like weird blast of force, which it's been too long since I played, like trying to make sense of like all the superpowers this guy has. Like go figure out more, but like I said, he's like a virus and he's got a bunch of like bioorganic like powers, and yeah, he's got super jumps, like super jumps, like you know. It's just so cool to just like jump around, land on cars. You got your little hop. And then yeah, you saw like there's a lot of stuff you could get that you could use whenever that like overpowers like all this like, you know, kung fu stuff. But I think it's cool that they like added that. Like he doesn't have like any sort of like hand-to-hand combat training or anything, but it's so he can consume people. I'll show you here. Like you see my health is at like a third of my health. This is the consuming I was talking about, where you just grab people, and then you press Y, and you just like suck, you know, you see there, he just like sucks people right in. So he kills them, and then they're like sucked in, and he gains all of like their memories, and all of their, just all their memories, and gains the ability to turn in, so like whoever he consumed. I don't have the ability, it looks like, in the tutorial, but I could turn, like this guy just punched, I could like turn into him if I wanted to. So I can do that. I know if I grab him and then I jump, I could body slam him, and then I could actually like, there's a way I could just keep grabbing him like that, and just keep like bouncing off the ground. And then I got some air combos. If I really, here's a guy. See, here's an innocent human. Well, now this innocent human is, he's dead. So, yeah. I saw some of the black light soldiers, they had guns. You could, like, pick up their guns. You could gain, like, increase, like, damage and ammo count with, like, these guns. Oh, I just shot a civilian Grand Theft Auto style. See, it's all canon. This guy just kind of doesn't care. Like, he's not, like, targeting. Like, you can just... I mean, as a player, you could just kind of, like, target humans, but they're not really his objective. But they are food, so if he's low on health, if he needs nutrients, he'll just, you know, grab whatever, even if that's, like, an innocent human. That's kind of part of his character, and... like, his objective will kind of go on more as the game goes, but he's just, you know, trying to figure out his memory. And that was kind of the game. Most of the game was trying to figure out like who he was and how this all happened, and then accepting that he's the virus. And the game kind of ends with that, where I forgot like his reasons, but Alex like saves the city from like a nuclear like detonation. but like I forgot like his reasons. There was a Prototype 2 and they made up some reason where, oh, I'm just gonna turn into a straight old villain and, you know, I'm gonna rule the world, ha ha ha, which is why I saved New York in the first game so that I can make it my own and infest it or whatever. But really, that didn't really add up, I think, with the character of Alex they put in Prototype 1, and there's lots of videos about it. There's this YouTuber that goes by Blacklight, who he named his channel after this game, and I watched, like, he's got 4 hours of videos where he talks about, you know, talks about all that. He talks about Prototype 1 and 2 and his idea if there would ever be a Prototype 3. Like, personally, I'd almost want to consider Prototype 2, like, non-canon. It just, they made a character, I guess he wasn't bad, but they didn't need him, and he was just another Alex Mercer. Well, he had all the same powers, except he was kind of a good guy. Like, the game let you just consume humans, but that was supposed to be non-canon, I think. Him killing all these innocent humans, because he was, like, trying to save New York and avenge his family or something like that. But I think the guy who wrote the story for Prototype 2 did not write the story, wasn't the same guy that did Prototype 1, so I could tell the guy, he didn't do enough research into the plot of Prototype 1. I do think it's possible for people who care to make a sequel to a game that they weren't a part of. I think if they do the research and they watch Let's Plays, like, not like my cruddy shitty Let's Plays, but if they watch Let's Plays, I'm just thinking, I'm just, as I'm talking, I'm just like destroying everything. It's so fun. But if you care enough and watch like a Let's Play and read all the lore stuff in the game and watch some YouTubers like Blacklight, like that Blacklight guy I was just talking about, like if someone was tasked with making Prototype 3, he should be required to watch all of Blacklight's Prototype videos. And I think it would really like help him, and then watch like a full Let's Play just to see every line of dialogue, every bit of like characterization and plot point from like Prototype 1 and 2, and then that guy can like work on the story, like the plot of Prototype 3, and working on like the characters and all of that. There's this video game called Evil Within, fairly underrated video game. There's Evil Within 1 and Evil Within 2, and Evil Within 2 had a straight up different director and a totally different like different game designers, different game studio, and the director, I think it was the director of Evil Within 1, was just there as like executive director or executive producer or something like that, and yet the plot of Evil Within 2 touched on so many points from Evil Within 1, so much characterization of the main character. They had to change all the voice actors because I think they went on some sort of union strike because they weren't getting paid enough. And shame to whoever wasn't paying the voice actors what they should have been being made. But the voice, you know, the script writing, the dialogue all matched the characters. Like, they were a lot more talkative, but it made sense because in the first game, it was like they were living a dream and they weren't even aware that they were in a dream world. But then in the second game, they're aware of it. So it helps to, that was my kind of plot excuse for why everyone was more talkative, because now they were self-aware that they were in a dream world. But anyway, like I said, I think it's possible with like different story writers. But the guy who wrote the story for Prototype 2, I know I'm talking my ass off about Prototype 2 even though I'm playing Prototype 1, but the guy who wrote the story for Prototype 2 obviously didn't do enough research into the plot of the first game. Like, making James Heller, that's the name of the protagonist in the second game, making him in the first place was a mistake. I wasn't against them having a new playable character, and in Prototype 1, more spoilers I guess, they keep hinting in like end game memories you get from like Blackwatch lieutenants or whatever. They keep hinting at some sort of secret, unrevealed experiment called Pariah. And they kept referring to it, I think, as if it was going to have like psychic powers. So it'd be another person like Alex But instead of it being like all absorbing things and being bioorganic, they made it sound like it would be like telekinesis and psychic energy and pyrokinesis and things like that. And it sounded like it would be another gray villain type character like Alex Mercer, and that would have been so much more exciting to see like two kind of like instinctual villains, like villains by nature, two villains by nature go against each other. And it would have been cool to have the campaign split between Alex and this pariah character. But that never happened. And I mean, Activision is a lot of the reason this all happened. Like, Activision gave up on Prototype. Fuck Activision. I fucking hate Activision. This game has been unplayable on PC on modern systems for like 8 years, and now finally somehow it's working. And fuck Activision. They gave up on this series. They gave up on a whole bunch of series because, Call of Duty and all that. Money, money, money. But, that's how the world works. You can't spend your whole life complaining. You can't spend your entire life complaining about Disney, Star Wars, and, whatever, Blizzard Entertainment. You just gotta move on. You gotta mourn the loss of the kind of games those companies used to make, or the kind of movies, or whatever kind of anime, whatever company decides to sell out, and you just gotta move on. So anyway, enough talking my ass off. Let's get going. So you probably saw there's a tutorial thing for me to sprint. So yeah, you can hold down right trigger to sprint in this game, and when you start sprinting, you start booking. Like, I don't even know if this is like the max level of speed. Like, you just keep going forward. Like, I can't really leave the area, or it'll like, kick me out. But I know there's like levels you could upgrade your speed. This might not even be max level, and you're running like 80 miles per hour. Yep, there it is, leaving Times Square. And there's like an automatic like parkour, like all him like jumping over this. That's all him. And I mean, you could even like climb up buildings. They actually have a surprising amount of animations for this. Like, if I could find the right spot, he'll even I could like slide. You see, you could actually run down. If you run down, like, he'll kind of like slide. You like run down buildings. Oh, yep, and then you can glide. On the A to glide. Now let's see if I can do this right, and then I can like air dash. Oh, I just climbed it back up. Oh, no. And then air dash, and then go down. Go down. Okay, he just kind of backflips off eventually. But yeah, you can do like wall jumps. I think if you gotta hold it down. Oh, yep, and if you jump straight back when you land, you can he does like this giant 360 like that 360 backflip. You just kind of land, you do that superhero landing. Oh, and then if you jump forward and then hold back, he'll do like, yeah, that backflip, do a cool little landing. There it is. There's I jumped off the wall there. Let's see if I can do it again. No, I could jump from the wall. I think, let's see. Holding down the button. I just gotta jump to the wall. And then, oh, there it goes, I think. I don't know. Oh, there's a little jump. Yeah, I'll figure it out as it comes back to me. But some of these, like that's just kind of like an animation. Like, there's no tutorial, there's no thing you unlock. They just have an animation, and some of these animations are really hard to trigger. You might like trigger them by accident, like that, and then be like, "Hey, was that like a special move or something?" And it's like, no, it's just an animation. Like, they put a lot of animation work into this game. You could like body surf. This is iconic. Or at least it should be iconic if this game was like more mainstream. But you could like surf on people, and he'll just like get off and do like a little hop. Oh yeah, and if you like start your sprint without moving, you'll see him like get ready. And of course, if I hold down A button, that's my jump. And jump forward. Other bodies. Oh, and I got a little stomp I could do. Higher I am, of course. More damage. Now let's sprint on forward.
They took everything from me. They're responsible. And they'll pay.
There it is. First biological. Oh yeah? Eat that. Yeah, I got them ground spikes. More ground spikes. Oh, you little. Gotta. Man, that range sucks. Am I not like charging it or something? Is that it? Let's see if I can, yeah, okay, that helps. That's why I keep missing. I keep forgetting, like, most of the stuff you could, like, yeah, hold down like that. Got him. And this has its own animations for, like, consuming the claws. I just freaking, you probably saw, I pressed that guy's head. I broke his spine from the top up. Like that. That's some Predator stuff right there. And then there's those two animations. The claw kind of like gets a little bigger too when he does that one. And other than that, there's just... There's XX, Y, Y, X. Yeah, it's your... It seems to be the... Yeah, so I forgot if there's any other moves with the claws. I know some of these biological, like, weapons, these changes you do to their arms, they're kind of, limited, but still cool, and they get the job done. Now we're gonna get some damage. Don't even have to charge it. One is enough. Can I reach him? Got him. I know there's Oh, well, that was enough, but I got him. That's right. Fucking hammer fists. You want some of this, huh? That's a good one. Oh, that guy's got a rocket launcher. Where do you think you're going? Got him. Yeah, it's so cool. Boom. What do you think you're gonna do? Oh, what the? Come here, you. Nice. Alright. Whoa. Got that blade arm. Oh boy, oh boy. That's how you get him. Oh, he decided to hop up on me. It's my target right now. Oh! Oh! Slice and dice. Got him. Nice, nice. Here we go. I'm going on in. Oh. You're mine now.
The last person responsible for all of this dies tonight.
If we make it out of here, you think you're ready?
I was made for this.
Yeah, cool beans. Cool. So I'd like to point out, so first of all, of course, there's an animation here, because he just woke up and he's kind of weak. You can see the... You can see like the blood on like his jacket. My health is like regenerating a bit there, as you can see. You know, I did just get shot up by like 100 bullets and like survive that. You can see there's actually detail now on Alex's jacket and hoodie. You know, he's kind of bloody. I know the graphics aren't the best, and you can see like that plasticky look to like his hoodie and all that. But one thing they even go into, which it's true when you think about it, is that even like his shoes and his pants and his shirt and his hoodie and his jacket, they're all like the virus. They're all like bioorganic, or whatever the term is. You can probably see here when I run now, I run slower because I'm not in the end game mode. I know you could see Alex's jacket. Like, you probably noticed his jacket, the back of his jacket was like floating around a bit in that opening segment, which I always thought was like a cool detail. It's not like ragdoll. It's not like free. You know, it's like it's animated, but it always looked cool. I always liked the animation. I always liked Alex's jacket. And I remember if you pre-ordered Prototype, like some sort of edition, you get his jacket, but it was like $100. It's like, it's a really cool jacket. And remember at Anime Central, there was this one guy walking around cosplaying as Alex Mercer, and he had the jacket. It looks so cool. It almost looks like you have to wear that with a level of, if you're gonna wear a jacket like that in real life, you gotta wear it with a level of humility, because you're gonna look like a real douche. You're gonna look like a real Giga Chad. That's gonna make everyone like really like make their dicks feel small. Wearing something like that. So you wouldn't want to be a bad person wearing a jacket like that. But I always thought it looked cool, and I think they're more like available now. I think someone made a really good replica, and you know, it's there for like mass production more now. I think I might have checked a while ago, and there's more now. So this lets you know if you guys think his jacket is cool, you could get it. Well, just keep in mind, so the hoodie portion, it's something that's hard to keep in mind, but the hoodie portion of the jacket, see, it's honestly kind of overkill what he's wearing. There's a shirt, there's a hoodie, and then there's a jacket, and it's like fucking summer. So if he was an actual human, he'd be like hot as fuck right now. He'd be sweating his balls off. But he's not a human. But yeah, it doesn't come with a hoodie like the real life version, so it's not going to protect your head from the rain. So it kind of just be like for style, I guess, which is where it's also like, it's less about convenience and more about looking cool. Because I got like a Carhartt hoodie. That's what I usually swear by, but I wouldn't wear a jacket and a hoodie. I think that'd be like too warm for me. But anyway, here we go. My jump height is greatly reduced. Yep, that's about it now. Oh, time to run. Still run pretty abnormally fast. Maybe like twice as fast as like your average, twice as fast as like the fastest man who's ever ran in the Olympics. About as fast as I could run now. I could leap over all these vehicles. It's so cool. This is automatic. It's a really good system. I can only imagine in like the modern day, like 2021, with today's graphic engines, how well they'll be able to animate it.
What are you gonna throw at me next, huh? What do you want from me?
Boom.
I can't believe what I just did.
Oh shoot. They're shooting at me. I'm not gonna make this jump. That's okay. Ooh. And I could press a B and you can just like climb, but there's no real reason to it. It's just kind of like slower. But from the climb, I can just go right back into like running up the walls. I could just like hang if I want. I could jump back. I can't remember. I don't think there's any real reason to stay. Oh, that's not good. This is gonna be big. Oh, I just killed a bunch of people. Can I grab people yet? I can't consume, but I can throw. I can't charge my throws though yet. That's gonna be a big deal. I could just info run. Like, it just give you infinite, like, you see he's got the virus coming out of his feet that keeps him on the, keeps him up on there.
Now I gotta kill them too. This can't be happening.
Hostile sighted. Contact imminent. Tango down. Terminated. Report! Where the fuck is the target? Someone
Fucking goose-stepping motherfuckers!
Kiss your mother with that mouth?
Roger, 2215 Christopher Street, apartment 15A. Got it.
Saddle up, you got a CP. Move it.
My sister. He knew where she is. I know where she is. I need to find her. Dana.
Alright, well,
Dana. Hopefully she'll be able to tell me something.
boom, there it is, disguise. Yep. So, one funny thing. So they made this kind of stealth, like, disguise game. Like a mechanic. Like, he's like, oh, so at the bottom you see it's yellow. That means I'm being looked at by enemies, but they don't know. Like, they aren't suspicious. And there's this meter that's supposed to fill up when they get suspicious. That I'm Alex Mercer, you know. But the funny thing is you can just jump, like, 15, 30, you know, minimum feet. Like, oh, and they're like, oh, wait, I'm going to go, yeah, wait, I'm going to go have a look. Are you? No, you're kind of just staying there. All right, oh, did you see that? Does that look like that's possible for a human to do? Do you think humans can actually do something like that? And they're like, they're not suspecting anything. They're just, like, doing nothing. And I could, like, oh, look at me, I'm running up a wall. Oh, you see that? You see that? And, like, he runs around, but, like, you see the bar isn't even going up. Like, they come out here, and it's like, why did they even come up here? I mean, if I switch in front of them, it's like, oh, wow. Then it's like, you know, sorry about this, officer. Now I could switch back, and now, like, it's really weird. And I mean, like, even all these normal people, like, well, like, they're all running around now because of all these deaths. Like, there's the cop here. And there's a bunch of them just, like, standing around. It's so, it's so funny. It's funny. If I keep going, eventually that's all gonna, like, that's just in this area, but come down here a bit, kind of. I think this is like Times Square. It's New York. A lot of you have probably been able to tell. There's a Hollywood video. I was just texting my friend yesterday. There is a Hollywood video in here. Let's see, this came out in like 2008. Oh, look, GameStop! Oh my god. How much money, I mean, this might have been why Activision cut them. They might have just spent too much game crazy. They might have just spent too much money on like advertisement. I don't know how much of this is like real or not. Zing Cola. Cena beer. If it is real, I want to try it now. Do I have my phone? Oh, it's over there. Hold on a sec. Whenever I see a beer in a video game, you know, I gotta give it a try. Let me look up at the Cena beer if it's a real. Cena beer. Now I just got John Cena. And he says that Michelob Ultra is the ultimate beer. It's like, well, that's not... I remember one time I drank like 7 Michelob Ultras and I barely even felt a buzz. That was actually probably a lot more calories than, you know... That's the cool thing about, yeah, like whiskey and vodka and all that. It gets you pretty quick and, you know, you don't have to drink that much of it. But there's a cop. He's like, whoa, I could have sworn there was a dude right in front of me who was jumping around. It's hilarious. Hey, officer, look at my jumps. Look at my jumps. Look at how heavy my landing is. Look at me breaking the road. Isn't that like property damage? Don't I have to like pay insurance for that? Oh, did you see that fucking 360 backflip? You saw it, but it's nothing. And then he has to even have a gun. Officer, where's your gun? Officer. You saw me. I was like right here. It's funny. But yeah, you can see all these other humans. They aren't, as you can see, they aren't, they don't care. I just made a lot of people angry. What happens if I charge into them like this? I think I killed a few of them. I did, and they don't even care. I don't know. I guess they just assume they're taking naps. You think they'd be like really angry? Again. Welcome to the bottom of the food chain, humans. Okay, now they're running. Now they're realizing I killed a few people. I could like really make them go flying here. Yeah, there they go. I haven't unlocked the body surf, but I can do a cool little... Yeah, do a cool little kick. Don't have the stomp yet. I just have like the one kick. I can't even do like the follow-up kick. So, yep, gonna have to build my way up to power. But let's move on, shall we? Yeah, And I got my hoodie physics back. Like I was saying, the hoodie kind of hits the air, floats around a bit, which is pretty cool. See, I know there's like an animation, because I was talking, bragging on all the cool animations in this game. Well, I know that if you hit a ceiling, he'll actually walk like on the other side of the wall, which is really cool. Oh, well, guess I'm just gonna break all that. He'll like run upside down. Yeah, there's a spot. So if I go up here, you'll see he'll like walk upside down. There it is. You just kind of barely saw it because of the camera angle, but that's pretty cool. Yep, there's a cop. Hey, cop.
Cut that shit out.
Well, now he's just... Oh. Excuse me, officer. I'm the person who hit you. I'm like literally letting you know. Hey, how's it going, sir? Oh well. Let's go. Let's get on with the mission. Yeah, it's just so fun to goof around in this game. And kill humans. I love killing humans. If my name was Alex Mercier. But it's just the game. It's just the game, people. Don't freak out, Karen. Any of y'all Karens watching this, any of y'all soccer moms, don't worry. Don't let your kids play it. It's your fault if your kids play this game. It's not their fault, it's yours. Stop letting your kids play these games. If it's really that big a video, but I'm telling you it's not.
If they know who I am, they probably know who she is. I need to get to a good viewpoint and scope the area out.
Like, even if you're like a 10-year-old, I'm telling you, I've known enough like 8-year-olds who grew up playing Grand Theft Auto, who understand what crimes are and understand not to do them. Like, I've known enough of them. Like, even like little like 10 or 8-year-olds can like make out the difference, especially if you like tell them. Especially, you know, any adult figure can tell them that, and it can help them understand like it's not good to hurt people. And then of course, you know, if you hurt people, you get hurt yourself. You know, that's kind of the law of society. So, and all of that stuff. Like, it's not empathy is it's a scientific fact. Oh, I forgot to disguise myself. Oh no, I'm kind of fucked. I was too busy talking. Oh, I shouldn't have. That was stupid. Hold on a sec. You missed me. You don't know I'm here. Alright. And switching. And going back. And they won't even see me. Like, I'm just like... Hey there, sir. Oh, well. Nobody saw that? I'll take your grenade launcher. Thank you very much. Now I'm just gonna land. I'm gonna land right down there. Oh, I wonder who did that. There was like 5 people looking at me. But now I'm waltzing on in.
Dana! You're not gonna hurt you.
I need your help.
Jesus. Knew something fucked up was going on at Gentech. What the hell happened
No, but I'm gonna find out. I mean, this is a story of the century, so somebody's gotta know what the fuck is going on here. You know, they were waiting for me at my place, so most definitely yours.
Where do I live?
There.
You'll be here when I get back. It's best you stay put. Probably come in the city for both of us.
Yeah. I'll be here.
Dana hecka cute, just saying. Cute tomboy GF. Just saying. Killed 24 military people and 27 civilians. The unclassified number. $80 million in military damage. I killed less of the bad guys than I did the innocent people. These blacklight guys, they Blackwatch, whatever. They knew what they signed up for, so they're kind of like they're villains that aren't, because you know Alex is a villain by nature, and then these Blackwatch guys are villains by choice. So I mean, those military guys be getting big paychecks, getting to retire at like 30 or whatever. But yeah, they know what they're doing.
They're gonna be waiting for me. They think they're in control, but they have no idea what I'm capable of.
Ooh! Cut my life into pieces on that edge. That was a good one. That was juicy. See DC over there, that's right. There was actually a it was like 5 volumes or like 5, I don't know what they call them, chapters. There was a prototype comic book that DC did to gauge interest in the game. It was, you know, just typical American comic book stuff where it's all just marketing. It's like you walk in the Barnes and Nobles, they got comic books for The Walking Dead and for Firefly, and it's all just to get people interested. That's kind of what I hate about America, is a lot of them, they'll treat comic books as just like to promote a bigger product. You know, like the Marvel movies right now, it's like all the comic book stuff is just made to like promote the movies. I don't know, I probably should shut up. I don't know enough about what I'm talking about, I guess. But I'm pretty sure the DC comic, the prototype, of course, it got out to the same people who make like you know, the same people who read Batman and Superman and all of that. So it's definitely made to get those people to check out the game. But I don't think it works too well, because you know, the funny thing is, I think prototype 1, it made a little bit above, like they had the projected goal, they had the goal, the sales they needed to make back what they spent on the game, and they made that, they made a little bit more than that, so it was safe. And then prototype 2, they were given, I think they had to double the sales of prototype 1, or Activision was going to cut them, and they did. They, you know, they doubled it and then got, you know, an extra like couple 100,000 or whatever. But then Activision still cut them anyway, because they're just like, we're just going to direct all of our game development and all of our resources into like Call of Duty, and you know. So yeah, prototypes, it's kind of why it's dead at the moment. But we'll see. Maybe the success of Vampire the Masquerade, the new Bloodlines coming out, you know, because that was originally owned by Activision, and so they kind of had it like trapped in limbo. But with can I do my upgrades yet? Fortunately, no, I can't. I guess the Dark Realms, I forgot what the name of like the company is that owns the World of Darkness D&D stuff, but I guess they must have got the rights from Activision or something, I don't know. But if it's successful enough, Activision might be like, oh yeah, we got this IP, we can like, you know, finally do something with it 20 years later. Because even when companies abandon games, like Activision still has the IP for Prototype, so they can make a new Prototype game whenever they want to, but they, you know, it's not going to make anywhere near as much money as like a new Call of Duty game. But if something magic were to happen and suddenly the entire world wants a single player sandbox superpower game, suddenly then they'll make Prototype 3. And that's why a lot of these companies, they could sell their IP to someone else. There's a bunch of people that probably buy like Prototype and make like a Prototype 3. But there's still that small, it's so tiny, but it's a small chance that suddenly the whole world will want like Prototype 3. And so they keep it just in case something like that happens. Even though there's a tons of other companies who are willing to make it for less of a budget and make less money just to like kind of continue the story and get that gameplay back, but in like a modern space. But that would be money that Activision is giving away to some random AA company or something like that. So that's just kind of I don't know if there's like articles about that or whatever, but that's just kind of the science I've done in my head of like why, you know, like we're never gonna see StarCraft Ghost come back because none of Blizzard's you know, the majority of their fan base doesn't want StarCraft Ghost. Majority of their fan base wants more like MMO and MOBA stuff. You know, there was a time where a majority would have wanted it. You know, where that made up like 90% of the community, but now it's like 10% of the community because it's all, you know, the Asian market where they're not really interested in like single player story games, which is unfortunate. Anyway, here we go.
My home.
Target is in the building.
Target is hot. Light it up.
He's the one.
Ooh, I forgot this mechanic. Got him. Yeah, I remember I memorized it only takes one bullet.
Alpha Charlie, be advised Nighthawk is en route to the extraction point. Rendezvous at the evac primary, northern edge of the park. Red Crown out.
I fucking annihilated those Marines. That was edgy. That I just said that. Those were Marines, those were Blacklight, those were bad guys. Marines are fighting for good shit. The Black Watch aren't. I love Black Raptor pickup trucks. I love America. I'm not a terrorist, I swear.
Gotta get him out of there.
I'm gonna take that rocket launcher, bitch. Oh, wait. Okay, I need that. Okay, first, I'm gonna kill that guy. Oh, I missed him. Of course I did. Give me that, bitch. It's mine now. Okay. Oh. Oof. I love the little backflip whenever you fire the missile. Where were you going? He doesn't really look like he's trying to get away really quick. Oh, oh no! Okay, I'm gonna get his recessive memories, I guess. I kind of killed him, and that's kind of a thing in this game.
Try to keep the discussion high level, and you know what we're dealing with on the ground.
Its effect is variable. When it does manifest, it makes the Idaho strain look like a common cold. I don't need to remind you gentlemen how close we came to the point of no return in Idaho. Mercer's body is a bomb. Filled with this weaponized pathogen waiting to go off. And now it's loose in the city. Bring it in, no matter what it takes. I'd say dead or alive, but I'm not sure those classifications fit Alex Mercer any longer.
Yep, so that was the one. One memory leads to another memory. I remember really looking at those a lot.
His memories are my memories.
Whoa. He's coming. You know what? I'm gonna have to. No! Gimme! Get him! Unfortunately, I don't have the. Get it! Got him! There we go. And now I can switch into the guy I just consumed. Unlock some events.
Revenge was the only clear thought in my head. The only one I could call mine. I knew Gentech was the key. It made sense. I'd worked there. I'd had Dana investigating its operations. And it was Black Watch. Whatever had changed me, erased my past. Must have started there. I thought if I could find out who was running Gentech before Black Watch erased them too, I could find my past.
What did you think that would gain you?
Answers. I wanted to find out what happened to me. The reason. Someone to blame, someone I could punish. Tell you the truth, I never thought I'd find her. I wish the hell I never had.
Hey, we're in it. Okay, so none of those events. I forgot if they were like mandatory or not. Oh, I'm still Mr. CIA. Let me see. Have I unlocked upgrades yet? Cool. Shield power. Absorb damage impact, preserving your health completely until it breaks. Broken, the shield must regenerate before it once again repel. Movement. Get the air dash. Dive roll, sprint speed. If I remember correctly, the dive roll actually kind of sucks. It looks like I have just about enough 1500 15000. I might have just enough of this EP stuff to buy all the current moves I can buy. Oh, there's more. Flying kick boost. Sprinting grab. I know I'm going to want that sprinting grab. It's going to help me get health big time. Alright, yep, sprinting grab. To pick up objects. I think the kick boost help me against helicopters, but I don't know, let's just buy shit for now. Shield power. I remember not using that much, but maybe now that I'm a more experienced gamer, maybe I will use it more. Let's get some overall speed. Get a jump upgrade. Flying kick. I could do the flying kick and critical mass. I don't have any devastator attacks yet, but at least they'll give me some extra health. Flying kick boost. Give me some more range. I could do that and the air dash. I'll do it. Flying kick. Critical mass. And I think I can get the air dash still. Ooh, it looks like I got some of these abilities that unlocked more. Got the air dash to avoid attacks. Air dash boost. Well, now I'm gonna have to go annihilate some lesser enemies. I need to earn some of this EP, which I'm just gonna pretend stands for experience points. And that's kind of how I game, is I always got to get all the upgrades as they come at me. I'm the definition of that meme where you know, Tom and Jerry, where Jerry's around the corner and he's super buff, and there's a little old Tom. I think Jerry's the mouse and then Tom's the cat. And there's Buffalo Tom, and it's me who's done side quests for the last 100 hours. And then there's Jerry, and he's the first main boss. Alright. Oh, I could get the... I'll just go ahead and get the dive roll. Get it out of the way. I know whenever I do the dive roll, I'm pretty sure it doesn't have iframes. Oh, evolution points, I like that. Yeah, there's no iframes or nothing on it. It's just like a little bit of distance. There's my air dash. You are now in free roam mode. So, new jump height. Not bad, not bad. We're about to slam down. Big ol' shockwave. New sprint speed. Okay, going faster, going faster. Getting some more speed. I am speed, so I could grab as I run now. I can't consume all, because that's another technique. So you can consume while dashing. Oh. Goodbye, innocent human. Oh, there's a cop here. Sorry, sir. I'm gonna need to consume you. Did I get any EP for that? He was an enemy. Sorry, sir. I got 5 points of EP. Oh, sorry. Find some Blackwatch soldiers. Looks like there's another cop patrolling the streets here. Let's kill someone in front of him. I literally just killed a man. Like, you saw it. Like, your suspicion bar is going up. Like, I literally killed a man. Well, if I throw a man 1,000 feet, then you do something. Oh, there's a bunch more cops now. Are they going to call in the strike team, though? Probably not. Here you go. Here's your car. Oh, well, I seem to have dropped it. I dropped it again. There we go. Yeah, I'm not getting much from these guys. Ooh. Took that one head on, applied directly to the forehead. Alright, well, I think I could do some of those events for extra money. But I hate those. I hate, like, all that kind of stuff, you know. Yeah, see, look at me now. I'm just doing this for fun. What is that? I just got like a pink thing. It just kind of hint acquired. Well, where did I get that hint? I don't remember. Find something about hints give EP. How did I even find that? Like, where did I find it? It's been too long. I don't remember those hint things. Maybe I like collected them all. And then I just... Maybe I use like the internet. That'd give me a big boost. Can I get anything else? Adrenaline surge. You gain a moment of invulnerability. Use wisely. I remember being in that mode a lot. I remember the adrenaline surge coming at me a lot. I'm just gonna have to save up for the air dash. Or the glide. I already have the air dash, as you just saw. I just used it there. You know, if you use it right when you hit the ground, you get like a big boost of speed. So that's really helpful. Ooh, looks like I'm entering some sort of specific area. Maybe it's controlled by the black. Oh, landmark. Collect 1 of 200. Jeez. So I guess that's another way to get some EP. Finding the landmark stuff. Well, if you hear, oh yeah, this person here, she's coughing. So that's the blacklight virus, which, spoiler alert, Alex Mercer unleashed and then became. Honestly, the writing was kind of dumb. Like, he panicked. They said he panicked and he purposely threw it on the ground because he knew that's, like, there were some Black Watch guys after him, and he purposely threw it on the ground. Like, out of like thinking, oh, this is what they want, but by doing so, we like doomed like the world basically. Like, it's really deadly. Like, you think the corona sucks? You think the corona stuff, like this Black Watch thing? I'd kill myself. Like, if I even so much as started like coughing an extra cough a day, it's like, no, because then you turn into like a zombie thing and it's like painful and stuff. But you'll see. But anyway. Now, the subtitle said Marine, but let's just pretend it didn't. Let's pretend it didn't say Marine. Like, let's pretend it's a Marine for Black Watch. He's not an American Marine. He's not a true American. He's a terrorist. Well, that didn't do much for my experience, unfortunately. Oh, I see another landmark at the top of the Empire State Building. I remember coming up here a lot and looking down at the city.
Deploy and search patterns for off-grid targets.
Eyes peeled, everyone. Target has evaded capture.
I know it's kind of tough to get up here. Oh, oh, all right. Oh, well, here's one use at least for the climb. Oh no! Don't drop. Yeah, I might just need to like get my. Come on! Oh, I might just have to get my jump upgrade up in order to reach that one. I don't feel like it right now. I don't feel like trying that much. Let's just go to this event thing. Oh, it's already getting kind of late. I gotta work tomorrow. I called in today because I really needed to go shopping. Like, I tried waiting, but I just didn't have enough food. I didn't get enough sleep last night. I should have took some melatonin. I've been trying to take kava to like relax, but I'm starting to understand that the kava actually yeah, the kava actually it seems to wake me up. It seems to prevent me from sleeping. It's like it's supposed to help me relax, but another hint. Grab charge power. Or something give you boost in both throw range and damage in the running grab. Oh, time for me to drop in. Hey, y'all just saw me land like that, right?
Search and destroy. Zeus is close.
I know you could like pilot these things. There's like a way to like learn how. Give me that. No. There we go. There's a. Give me that. All right, yeah. Come on, bring it. Bring your strike team.
Authorizing Team Delta Indigo Charlie.
He tried with that rocket. I'm just that brief pause when you switch targets is like the best. You. Oh, I'm gonna take your rocket launcher. I'm destroying these guys. Delta farce, Delta farce. Tango down, tango down. Screw it, I'm done playing soldier. I'm Alex Mercer now. Ooh. No, you don't. Let's blow up this tank. I require nutrients. It's so fucking fun. It's so good. It only takes one bullet for like these weak ass Marines, you know. Alright, how am I doing for experience? I almost got enough for another move, but right now I'm just having too much fun just killing all these humans. Whoa! Someone over there with a rocket launcher? Goodbye. Alright. Oh, looks like one of the events is right here. That is a lot of damage. Oh, I just blew up someone's car. Alright, let's see what this event is, wherever the heck it is. I can like maybe be out of the something or other. Oh, it's right down here. Cool. Start event. Hit the waypoints as quickly as possible. Looks like this isn't too necessary. I just get EP. I don't like unlock new moves or anything. Maybe. I think that was the thing in the second game, is you had to. Am I... Oh. Do I just keep going up? It's not letting me switch out of the soldier. Oh, this is easy. Well, I'm not gonna get gold. Oh, wait, where is it? Oh, I gotta go back down? Oh, I need that. Give me that. That's points. So now I need to drop. I forgot what gold was, but I'm gonna miss it. That was pretty cool, though. Yeah, I didn't even... It looks like I'm not gonna get it unless I'm probably gonna need, like, upgrades. Yeah, screw it. But I can't upgrade again, I think. The glide. There we go. That'll get me some air time. Hold R2 and jump A to glide. Right, here we go. There it is. Whee, like a little parachute. And of course, nobody thought anything of the guy basically flying. Like, no, no one thinks anything suspicious about that. Nobody thinks anything suspicious about a guy running like 50 miles an hour. Hey, you see that? You see how fast I'm running? Like, normal people can run that fast, am I right? I don't think it's humanly possible to run this fast. This isn't even my final form, but I don't know, an Olympic like sprinter, like top of the line, fast as you could get, like Olympic marathon sprinter. I think I'm going like just a little bit faster maybe than what they can go. And I also don't tire out, and I could jump like 50 feet into the air. That's a lot of insurance damage. It's a lot of car insurance payments, I mean. Alright, glide on his ass. Drop. Get whatever the landmark token. Wee. Oh, there's another one. Ooh, flip on him. Gonna land on this one. Nice. Yep, now I'm starting to get that super air time without touching the ground. Prototype 1, but the floor is lava. Am I even like going to the right one? I do have that map. Yeah. Okay, I'm heading the right way. Can I like set waypoints? Mark, right bumper, cool. Oh yeah. Look at that speed. This isn't even my final form. Nice, 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 nice. Make hamburger country. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, what's that? There seems to be. Oh, it's a memory. You. Above intrigue target. You didn't see that, right? Time to gain some memories.
Stole that shit, Corporal. Get her in the vehicle. You, rendezvous at 2200 at Bryant Park. Sir, keep your eyes open. There's a runner on the loose. Move, move!
Ooh, got lots of experience from him. Hello there, cop. He didn't see that. He didn't see me change. Oh, looks like I found it. What do we got? 45 minutes. Hit the waypoints again with the waypoints. Oh, this is a long one. Oh no! Well, I already failed. Can I just like restart? Ah, yes, this is one of those where you have to end it. You just gotta fail. Gotta fail or like turn off your Xbox 360 console. I love how it's like the Morrowind magic casting sound. Fuck. Yeah, these are really dumb. Nobody likes these. Like, nobody... Like, the Spider-Man 2 video game... Whatever. Nobody likes these. Everybody hates these. You'd have to be, like, really obsessed to even try to get good at these. It'd just be, like, too time-consuming. Now it's time to fail it. Oh, well. At least that's the final one, it looks like. That I totally just missed. Do I even get, like, a bronze? Ah! I was literally, like, 0.4 seconds short of bronze. Yeah, fuck this. I have to get this the old-fashioned way. Gotta get him to call in a strike team on me. That's how I'm gonna get all the points. Let's go back to the... I'm gonna mark this just so I know where to get. And we'll get some mega massive points from just kicking everyone's ass. And maybe along the way I'll find another target for memories. So I think I remember correctly, those just pop up randomly on your map. And of course, maybe I'll find some more landmark tokens. 1,000 for the shield, 2,000 for adrenaline surge. Another 2,000 for air dash boost. So all in all, I'm gonna need 50,000 points before I go to the next mission. I could probably just do that on my own outside of the video recording and then start the next mission when yeah. Oh, it's telling me there's a mission here, but I do not want to do it. No, thank you. I remember when this game came out, there was a big battle between like Prototype and Infamous. Now, I never played Infamous 1 and 2 because I was an Xbox boy during most of the mid-2000s. Do I have enough for the shield? Yeah, I was an Xbox boy, so I can't speak for how they were, but I will say I played Infamous Second Son when I got my PS4. And I mean, it was fun, and the graphics were good. The smoke powers and the electric power was cool, but like, how many people talk about that game nowadays, right? Like, how many people, that game just kind of came and went. And when you beat the game, you don't even get like a new game plus with all the powers. You just get the free roam and blow things up. It's like, so you get like that stone power, like the one main villain had some stone power, but it's kind of lame. It's like when you unlock the boss as a playable character, you get the boss's powers, and it's just not the same. It's just lame. And I could definitely speak that Alex Mercer is tons more powerful than the dude from Infamous Second Son. I don't know about the other Infamouses. And I mean, you just feel a lot more powerful. Like, I know you could like jump and like parkour. They got a nice little parkour system in Infamous, where you just jump and he just automatically grabs onto things, which is kind of like here, but of course it's less controlled and direct. But it's also, you know, it's got its age, so that kind of doesn't help. It's got its age against it, but even then you could just see the insane, you know, leaping potential and just straight running up walls and all of that. Like, it's a lot more like aerodynamicism or whatever. I mean, I don't think Infamous is a bad game, of course, but I don't know who makes those games with it. Oh, Sucker Punch, right? They made Uncharted, and then they made Ghost of Tsushima recently, but I don't know why. They just haven't like touched Infamous. I don't know what happened. Maybe a key developer left, and they don't feel confident they can make a good Infamous game without him or something. Maybe. But I also know, like, story-wise, like Alex Mercer, like I said, the guy who wrote this, like, you know, he understood, like, he made this game rated M, and he took advantage of the idea that a bunch of adults who can, you know, stomach and like understand, I don't know, maybe I'm making it look deeper than it is, but you know, society nowadays, like even in rated M movies, it's like you can't make a movie about the villain anymore. Like, they made the Joker, and everyone, like, so many people loved the Joker, but a lot of people got triggered by it too. But a lot more people loved it than got triggered. And I just attribute that to rage bait. They weren't really mad. They were pretending to be mad, so you'd click on their article and you could complain about them complaining. You know, negativity bias, right? But it does seem like society, because I mean, I haven't seen the Joker yet. I really should. Like, I know he goes nuts and stuff. I don't know how many, like, innocent people he kills. Because in this game, you're literally, like, genociding without thought, without even thinking about it. Because at least the Joker, right? Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, at least he, like, thought about it. I mean, I haven't seen the movie. I guess I wouldn't know. But this game takes advantage of rated M, not just in the sense of blood and violence, but, like, kind of in the same way I guess Grand Theft Auto does, where you could just take a person and do this. Right? Just like an innocent civilian. Which you know is like, you know, in real life that's not a good thing if that were like ever to happen or whatever. But as an adult, you understand. I mean, kids understand that too. But there's also just like the deeper, I don't know, like the question of what it is to like be human. Because of course, you know, Alex doesn't care. He's not a human. And it's about understanding that difference between a human and something that's not human. Come here, I'm gonna need your gun, son. Is it above me? Here it is. Oh, there goes a strike team. Oh, I forgot I got enough to get that shield now. Yeah, it's even letting me target the humans. When there's no military guys to target, I could just target the humans simply because I can. Anyway. Edgy. I mean, there are adults that can't even handle this kind of stuff. Like, not just the blood, but, like, the senseless slaughter. I know there's a lot of people out there that can't stomach, even in fiction, they can't stomach, like, children dying. Which, I mean, I don't know. I guess, because I have a little brother, he's all grown up now, but I do remember when he was a kid. Like, sometimes when, even though it's fiction, even though it's not real, it reminds you of something in real life, so I can understand, like, if maybe there's like personal experiences with children, it could really like trigger like really bad feelings. For me, as long as I know it's not actually happening, like no one's actually dying in real life, you know, I think it's fine. I also, you know, I don't think it's bad to like feel bad about it too, like not want anything to do with it, like seeing innocent civilians, you know, innocent civilians get killed or like children get killed. I don't think it's right to get on the internet and like get triggered and like rage if like somebody else can like stomach it and like understand it's not real and not replicate it. Replication is the big thing that makes all the soccer moms scared. They're scared their kids are going to replicate it. I mean, when I was like a little 6 or 7-year-old playing like Half-Life and Diablo and seeing enemies like explode in the blood and, you know, seeing the barbarian in Diablo 2 doing his leaps. Like, I'm not gonna lie, out on the playground I tried to do that I tried to do that stuff, and then like I got in a couple fights when I was a kid and I tried to replicate. I remember I got in a fight with like 2 people at once when I was like 10 underneath a big old pine tree. And I tried fighting like I was Darth Maul in the Star Wars prequels during his fight with like Obi-Wan and Anakin. And I mean, surprisingly, I won the fight, but like as an adult, I just looked like a real idiot. But that was, I mean, both those fights, pretty sure they got started, well, I think like 4 out of 5 fights I could think off the top of my head when I was a kid were started by people like being rude to me. But there was one I was being a little fucking dick that I started. Wasn't right of me, but you know, I was a child. But in a lot of those fights I just did like the head crab zombie claw swipe on like this one guy. So I mean, I wasn't trying to pick fights, I guess. I had a violent imagination, but I wasn't a violent person. But when people were like, you know, disrespecting me and making me angry and a fight broke out, there was a little period in my life where I tried to imitate video game fighting moves. I even tried to like Final Fantasy IX, like cringe. Like that kid that said, "Don't fuck with me. I have the power of God and anime on my side." Like I made him look like a normal child. But anyway, yeah. I mean, I think most people know the difference, and they know that it's wrong. Like instinctively, like it's evolution. Like empathy is evolution. Because our ancestors, we built societies and cities like together. Like a lot of that stuff you can't do on your own. So we began to understand, hey, apes together strong. Like that meme that everyone loves. Apes together strong. Like that's kind of what it was. And they realized, but Alex Mercer, this is where being an adult, like understanding the plot, like even as a teenager, I couldn't quite like put together or like notice that like, hey, Alex isn't a human. He doesn't have empathy. And so that's kind of why he does what he does. But anyway, man, I've been talking my ass off. But let's get those upgrades. I'm getting a lot of like points here. I better like upgrade. Alright, shield time. I also have enough for the... I'll do critical mass for now. The adrenaline surge. You've acquired your first defense power. Hold LB to show the power select wheel and select with right trigger. Now, if I remember correctly, if you select the power... Oh, man. Oh, so he just holds it up. That's really cool. But you gotta hold it... Oh, it bounces the bullets back. Go on, shoot me. Shoot me, see what happens. Well, that bounces them, like, sporadically, but it doesn't seem to, like, really... Or can I, like, target them? If I target them, will the bullets go towards them? Yeah. Now I'm gonna knock over these guys. I will have to grab a gun, which looks like I could use my power and the gun at the same time. Got him. Drop the gun. Alright, got the shield. Looks like when I got the shield equipped, you kind of like see it on his back, which is really cool. Now, if I remember correctly, if you hold down the button, there'll be like an animation. Yep. Just like in the first level. Does a really edgy, like, whatever that is. Oh, these people are gonna run for me on sight. That's the question. All it takes is the growth on my back and they start running. Well. That's fine. Funny. Alright, let's deactivate it. Oh man, I might be getting about that time. Oh, there's another hint. That's all I need now. I think the only collectible I really have left is the air dash boost. I think. I know I got the 2 radio menus, and I'm pretty sure I got my screen set up right, but you can see how it kind of gets cut off there on the edge of the screen. It makes me kind of scared that maybe my resolution isn't set quite right and there's parts of the screen being covered. I really hope not, because I remember, it's been a long time, but I got like 5 attack plot power. I think it was a blade. There's like a muscle, bio muscle or something, which I'm probably going to use a lot more. I didn't use a lot back in the day, but it just makes all your like basic melee moves like stronger. So I'll probably get that. So yeah, there's the muscle mass, blade, claws, whip, and the hammer fist. That's right. I got, of course, my disguise, and I got me. I got Alex, and then the shield, and then I remember there was this armor that like makes you go. That looks really cool. That makes you go slower, but it's really good in like a lot of fights, if I remember correctly. And then there's these visions. There's like infected vision that you see infected people, and then there's like a thermal vision, which are kind of there for fun, which they took out of the sequel, which took away kind of the fun aspect of these games. And then I think all of these are like disguise related powers. Like I could like stealth consume. Like it's another really silly thing about like the stealth factor. But I forgot what like the other. Oh, I think I could like make calls. Or no, I could like fake. I could point at someone and be like, "That's him. He's Alex." And if I'm like high up enough the chain of command, they'll actually shoot the guy on like me pointing. Like it's cold, man. Like like I said, Alex is cold. Now, what am I doing with 8,000 points? Yeah, I still need the 2,000. Let's see if I can get the 2,000 before I cancel this video. But next time I might have to just go hunting. Go hunting for the for all the upgrades and stuff like beforehand. Oh, got a little stuck there. Yeah, this definitely looks a lot better than it did on my Xbox, like the frame rate and stuff. I mean, you can kind of notice, of course, with those upgrades, all the graphical like shit that hasn't aged well. But I mean, it's aged fairly well. The assets are, you know what they are when you look at them. Alex moves, like everything moves pretty smoothly, other than, you know, the animations. Some of the animations are clunky by the day standards, but I mean, this game came out like 12, 13 years ago. I mean, graphics, schematics. I mean, I know it comes to a point where a game just doesn't feel fun to play, but I mean, I don't know. I don't think. I think it does, you know, subconsciously, it does help a lot having good graphics, but I mean, there's games I've played that are older than I am that I really enjoyed. I have a friend of mine, and I got an old Xbox original, and we'll play a bunch of games that are like 17 years old, and you could tell they're like really fun. Like Time. Find a place to hide. Like Time, of course, is always going to be an issue, but so you got to choose between the good games and the great games. But some of these 17-year-old games, you know, you still have fun with them even if they're kind of ugly looking. Like we played this game called Run Like Hell that we talk about every opportunity we get, because the game kind of stunk, like mechanically and all that, and was like a financial flop. But it was like I played it most of the way through, and he watched. Like he might play it one day himself. But it's actually kind of fun to just strafe around and like you just rapidly press the A button to shoot. You lock onto these aliens and you shoot them. And it's actually like it just feels kind of good. It feels kind of adrenalating, almost kind of maybe that feeling you get from like playing the new Doom games. And then the game was only like 7 hours long, and the story's actually really good. We were just talking over a lot of it. There's no subtitles, so I'll probably play it again one day. with without distraction, so I could focus on the story. And it's got like 6 songs from like Breaking Benjamin's debut album, Saturate, in it. And it was back before Breaking Benjamin was even big. Or like, you know, now they're like huge. It only took till like their second album. Like after their second album, after like So Cold was playing all over the radio, like everyone knew who Breaking Benjamin was. Like they were huge, and they still are huge. And fuck COVID, fuck quarantine, fuck them all. Like taking the jobs from you know, yeah, they're you know, taking all the like metal bands in particular. They get a majority of their money comes from concerts versus other genres of music. Like some of those guys that are like really big, of course, like the pop artists, Taylor Swift, you know, whoever the big rap stars are right now. Like, yeah, they're, you know, they'll get the most listens on Spotify. They'll get the most downloads on like iTunes or Apple's or whatever. But if you go to one of their concerts, like from what I hear, there's not a lot of people there, and there's not a lot of energy, and it's just a bunch of people being like introverted and all that. But you go to a metal concert, there's oceans of people at the concert itself, and everyone's having a good time. Everyone's putting their arms around their shoulders, like, you know, that's a place where you just be 100% yourself. Well, maybe not 100%, but everyone will like get along and like go arm in arm and all that. So that live aspect of metal is, you know, metal, harder music in general. Anything with like distorted guitars and some screaming in general. And COVID's, you know, I haven't heard much from like the bands. I'm not sure what their status are, but I'm really hoping when this all ends, you know, like Breaking Benjamin, Disturbed, I think like Five Finger Death Punch and some of those bigger ones might make it. Because Five Finger Death Punch, I mean, arguably they hit pretty hard. I think they might be a little bigger than Breaking Benjamin, but kind of just like a bit. But they've also, I don't think they've been around as long. I'm not sure, but they gained a following fast. They have a really dedicated following of like, you know, hardcore Southern like gun nut type people. Kind of military wives is the stereotype, but I mean, it's good music. I think Five Finger Death Punch plays some really good like kind of rock metal type stuff. I like them. I like them. But anyway, it looks like I have enough to upgrade now. Enough of me ranting. Better get that final upgrade. Nice talking, you know. I mean, I'm sure like no one's really gonna even watch this, but it's nice talking. I noticed they got like at the top, they got little yellow slash marks. That much, maybe that's like how much how many upgrades there are in general in one like thing of upgrades. I don't know. Alright, well, I got all the abilities for now. Looks like I'm good. Looks like I am good. Yep, pretty fun. Pretty fun, right, everyone? Quite the edge fest. Blood and gore and just jumping around. Like, I mean, this game is something to watch, but, like, playing it, it's like a whole other experience. So hopefully some of you guys will go pick up Prototype. Hopefully some of you guys will, you know, support the Make Prototype 3 position. Honestly, what I would do is I would, like, make a remaster of Prototype and hope it doesn't get fucked up, where they go in and maybe redo the graphic engine, kind of like the new Prince of Persia. That, you know, I'm probably going to play that, because I did grow up playing the Sands of Time. But they should do something like that, and then just make Prototype 2 non-canon. They should just pull a Devil May Cry 5, make Prototype 2 non-canon, and they should do they should do an actual like follow-up to the first Prototype where you play as Pariah, or like Pariah's in it, and you switch between Pariah and Alex. And maybe they could even get back. I noticed in Prototype 2 they changed the voice actor. I think the guy that got to play Alex in this game is actually kind of a celebrity. He was like in the Green Mile. I was doing some reading about it. He probably might have been a little too expensive, a A little too expensive to be in Prototype 2. I don't think he was like a super well-known celebrity. I think he did Alex good. I think he, you know, he's super fucking brooding and angsty. That's what he's supposed to be. So I think the voice actor was perfect for the role he was put in, and it'd be cool if they could get him back for an actual Prototype 2, not the James Heller Prototype 2, where he just literally just sounds like an intentionally uncaring person. Like, they made him seem like he intentionally didn't give a shit. But in this game, he just doesn't give a shit by nature, by choice. You gotta think of Alex kind of like an animal. Like, he speaks English and stuff, but he's kind of has like an instinct that's not human, and you can't really change it. But he can't really like learn empathy. I think that's what they kind of go for. So an interesting game. It's a interesting character. I know we only played a couple missions, so you didn't get to see too much of them. But yeah, this game's something. So I recommend it. Maybe I'll play more. But I think that's gonna be it for now. Ooh. Oh my god. I would have lost so much progress. Good thing I caught that save. I didn't just like quit straight to desktop. Alright. Alright everyone, thanks for watching. Bye bye.